This video is by Straight Goods News, SGNews.ca.
The Senate is now going to investigate because he lives here with his Colombian girlfriend. He shouldn't be claiming his dad's residence where everybody in the town says he doesn't live there, including family friends. Should he be made to pay back his money?
Well, I think right off this is a test for the Senate. This is basically a secretive old boys club that have shown no accountability. Mr. Brazeau is just one of a long line of less than illustrious characters. I would challenge the lead of the Senate. Are they going to show some kind of accountability with Mr. Brazeau? And I put the question back to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister Harper chose this man above so many other candidates. Why is Senator Brazeau in the Senate, and how are we going to see some kind of accountability here?
And should he be made? Yeah, he did. I mean, he should be made to pay back this money.
Yeah, we're still looking at what went down with Senator Brazeau here, but here's a man with in the last year was a terrible attendance record. Still gets paid. He gets paid till he's 75, really, whether he shows up or not, as far as I can see. And now we find out he had an allowance for a house that he may not have lived at. If he was claiming allowance for a place he didn't live at, then that's money taken from the taxpayer.
Apparently he's running into financial problems that he's even had to sell meat pies to a bar in Gatineau.
You know, I have no interest in Mr. Brazeau's personal finances. My concern is he gets paid by the Canadian taxpayer till he's 75 for a job that he hasn't seemed to have been showing up to very much, and he's charging for a house that he doesn't seem to live at. That's money that belongs to the Canadian taxpayer.
There's a story today on Joe Fontana, who's been charged for using apparently taxpayers' monies to pay the wedding of his son.
Again, this is why Canadians get so frustrated with politics. How could it be that a minister of the Crown was able to write checks for his son's wedding on the taxpayer's dime? If that's happened, then I think Mr. Fontana should face the full force of the law, and I'm wondering why it took so long to expose this.
And what does it say about the Liberal Party, the 2005 Liberal Party?
I mean, the simple fact is Canadians threw the Liberal Party out because they were tired of corruption. Mr. Harper ran on a ticket that he was going to clean up Ottawa, but again, we see the same lack of accountability. We see the same difficulties in getting basic expenses. Bev Oda is a great example. We need to clean up how the ministers are spending money. How was it that this money was spent on behalf of personal expenses?
In both cases, though, in the case of Mr. Fontana and the case of Senator Brazeau, the money comes out of Parliament, House of Commons / Senate. Is there a problem maybe with the accountability of this House, of this Parliament?
We've raised numerous questions over the years about spending in the Senate. We don't really know what's going down there. Again, Mr. Brazeau gets paid till he's 75, basically whether he shows up or not. I don't think that that's an acceptable or accountable system. We've seen with ministers that spending has been hidden in numerous ways. Again, going back to Bev Oda, there was numerous flights that were being hid through various methods. We need a really straightforward system. It should go over to the House of Commons. It should be dealt with independently. It shouldn't be dealt with through their departments, and we should know where this money is being spent.